All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody's having a beautiful day like myself. My name's Dirk, and we're coming up on what I hope to be is the kind of end of winter here. And this winter has been really hard on our driveway. We got ruts everywhere and potholes, washouts, you name it. So in today's video, I'm going to take the 60-inch DirtDog LandPlane and the Kubota BX23s and try to get it reclaimed a little bit. I'll show you what I'm working with here. So you can see, especially back through there's a big old rut through there, and it's just all packed down really hard. Like, this is just straight mud almost. And so I'm going to try to bring some rock back up to the top, and also the same thing out on this driveway. All this stuff in the middle here, I'm going to get pushed back out to the sides. This is like concrete right here, so I'm going to try to get all that. There's some big ruts and potholes down there, but overall hopefully make this a lot better shape than it is. So stick around, let's get to it. All right, guys, so here's after one pass. We've already gotten down a little bit. You can see it's kind of breaking up this top crust that's formed and is starting to move that kind of center where it was built up, kind of spreading it around. So let's come over here and take a look at this spot, because this is the worst of it. And you can tell it just really gets down low, and then the sides over here are higher. So we need to really work on getting this side, you know, kind of lower, so that when water does comes down here and settles this, it'll run off into the field. I've came here before and taken my pallet forks and like just made a little groove so that the water would all run out. That groove is obviously went away, but so like this right here, you can kind of see this, there's this ridge right here, and so water comes down here and sits and never can go down into the field and run down into the pond. So we almost need to, I'm not sure if I should just rip all this grass up here and get this level, so that, or just kind of a slight pitch downhill there, so that when water does come over here, it'll just run off into the field. I think that's what we need to do. That'll be that'll probably be a chore for this summer. But you can see it, just the lay of the land, this driveway here, and then it kind of goes up a little bit in elevation, then goes down. So I think this is probably gonna keep doing this unless we end up fixing that right there. Somebody just honked, I have no idea who. Looking pretty good after the first pass. That's a heck of a lot better than what it was right before. So let's keep going. I'm gonna try to do, you know, maybe 3 or 4 more passes just to really get it broke up and loosened up. And you can see just how much material I'm starting to pull now. Got all that. A lot of it's dirt, you can see, but there's a lot of gravel in there too. A lot of that gravel. All right, let's keep going. All right, guys, that does the main drive. I think it did an awesome job yet again of smoothing out and bringing rock to the top. You can see here there wasn't any of this rock down here like this on the surface before this. It looked just like this right over here. And so if you can see that difference there, that one's done. Now we're gonna come down through here and do the driveway going down to the shouse. So you can see you got a big rut right here that the wife claims that that wasn't her, but I have a hard time believing it wasn't. But all right, guys, I just finished up with the other small driveway, and it is night and day difference. If you remember all the ruts and areas that didn't have any rock, now we've got all kinds of rock brought back to the top. We got that rut taken care of. I didn't want to get too far into the yard, so I might just try to smooth that out with the bucket on the tractor. But that, once again, the DirtDog 60-inch wide LandPlane, definitely worth the purchase. Pretty dusty job. Ugh. But anyway, that's gonna do it for this one, guys. Once again, the DirtDog 60-inch LandPlane works great on the BX23s. Never had any power issues, anything like that. I did have the shank settings on the second hole down, the ripper shanks. So I imagine if I would have put those any deeper, it might pull a little harder. But the thing worked great. It almost took longer to hook up take the backhoe off, hook up the 3-point, and get the top link adjusted just right than it did to probably do all this. But I do have quite a long driveway. But yeah, everything worked great. I do want to say, just to look forward, I've had these wheel spacers on now these are the cheap Amazon wheel spacers that I did a video on before, installing them. I got a lot of naysayers about how I did it and about the actual wheel spacers that I put on. So I'm going to do a 2-year update on those. So I'm going to take off the wheels and take off the rims and show you how they're holding up and how they're wearing. But so make sure that you subscribe so that you don't miss the 2-year update on the 2-inch wheel spacers. I really appreciate you watching. If you would, hit that subscribe button down below, leave a comment, hit the like button, and we'll see you on the next one.